All right, solving inequalities is a lot like solving equations. The only thing you have to remember is that if you ever multiply or divide by a negative on both sides, you have to flip the inequality sign. So we're going to solve and graph the solution set. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to distribute, just like I would with equations, to be 2x minus 8 greater than or equal to 3x minus 6 plus x. Now I'm going to simplify. So I've got here, these two are alike. So 2x, you're down $3, you lose 8 more. Now you're down 11. Here, 3x plus x is 4x minus 6. I would move the variables to where the higher coefficient is. So I would move 2x over here. So how do I move 2x? 2x is actually adding to this the expression over here to left. So I'm going to subtract 2x. Okay, and then if I subtract 2x, the x's are going to be over here on the right. I need to move the numbers to the left. So negative 11 plus 6 is negative 5. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 2. And so now I'm going to have negative 5 halves is greater than or equal to x. Now, I don't like reading inequalities like this. I like reading them left to right. And so I like putting my x's on the left and I like putting the number on the right. So if I flip this, I've got to also flip the inequality sign. So x is less than or equal to negative 5 halves. Okay. And so now I'm going to express this on a number line. Okay, I'm going to express this. So now, this is not an exact, like when we were solving equations, we got an exact solution. We got an exact point. When we're doing inequalities, it basically covers a range of values, okay? And so x is less than or equal to negative 5 halves. I'm going to make a number line that includes negative 5 halves. That's negative 2.5. So I'm going to do negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0. So negative 5 halves is here. I look and see if this, first I look and see this, is it equal to? It isn't equal to. So if it's equal to, it's going to have a closed circle. Okay, because that means it's including that value. So negative 5 halves, it's including that value in the solution set. Negative 5 halves is included. Now, which value's less than negative 5 halves? Is that negative 3 or negative 2? Which side is less than negative 5 halves? Less than would be on the left. And so I'm going to shade to the left. Now you could, if you had the variable on the left and the number on the right, you could just always shade to where it's pointing. But less than goes to the left, greater than goes on the right. Now sometimes they'll have you put this in interval notation. There's my solution. They might have you ask for an interval. So if the interval notation, basically you're tracking when's the shading start and when's it stop. I don't know if your homework's going to ask this, but when's it start? Well, the shading goes forever to the left, so it would be negative infinity. And when's the shading stop? Well, how far right does it go? It goes to 5 halves, negative 5 halves. And it could be exactly negative 5 halves. So I put that. I'm not sure if you're going to need this, but I just put that there in case you encounter that. But that's how you express it, interval notation. That's how you graph the solution set, and that's how you solve it.